The name Stroll, Lance Stroll, but it's not been a stroll in the park for Lance this season. First, he's been getting outperformed and dominated by his teammate Fernando Alonso, and now he's coming under pressure from his dad. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Racing, and Lawrence Stroll is basically turning up the heat in the Aston Martin kitchen, and we might find out for the rest of the season whether Stroll can stick with that heat or whether he's going to get the heck out.
Yep, we're going to find out. Lance Stroll, he's been a naughty batty boy in the parental department because he's costing Papa Stroll a lot of money.
And he's making his dad a little bit unhappy. So we know that Aston Martin brought upgrades to Canada, but over the past few races, with Lawrence Stroll has come out and he has wanted his son to improve, and he's wanted his son to start securing podiums like his teammate Fernando Alonso. And Lawrence Stroll said he wanted to see a big change this week, and he wanted to start and kick off the upgrade at Aston Martin in Canada in style with a double podium. That is what he wanted. That was his expectations heading into this weekend. And Alonso done what Alonso does. He secured a podium. He got second place. However, the same cannot be said for Lance. He didn't even come in the top 6. He just about stole a couple of points on the last lap. He benefited from Norris picking up a penalty, and he also, I believe, overtook Bottas on the final corner to get 9 points. But in reality, Lance Stroll was pretty poor for the entire race, his home race as well, and he just didn't deliver, and he was lucky to even make the top 10. So yeah, it's not quite the double podium that Lawrence Stroll wanted, and Lawrence Stroll is now going to have to make a decision. He's going to have to decide here whether or not he wants to keep his son in a seat. Now, he said at the start of the season that he felt like his son had all the potential and the ability to be the next Fernando Alonso. I'm not seeing that.
Nope.
I mean, I don't even see him being
the... Lawrence Stroll sees that.
But yeah, he's going to have to see it. If not, what is Lawrence Stroll's... What's his objective? We know he wants to be successful. He's come out and said that. He wants results. Sooner or later, though, he is going to have to decide what is more important to him. Keeping his son in his Formula 1 career, or having a second driver that is capable of carrying Aston Martin to championships.
Truth is, though, look at Vettel and Stroll, look pretty even. Alonso's come in and absolutely... See what Stroll and Vettel this year in this Aston Martin, you would think they're just a wee bit better than Alpine.
I think they'd maybe have one podium. Maybe.
Has Sainz got a podium this year?
I think he's got a third place.
Where?
I don't know, but anyway, Lawrence Stroll, what will he do about his son? Red Bull advisor Helmut Marko has actually hit out at Lawrence Stroll, and he says that he needs to calm down and that he needs to set more realistic targets for his son, and that he is too overconfident in his son's ability, and that he should not be comparing his son's results to Fernando Alonso's results. And I see what Helmut Marko's saying. Fernando Alonso is one of the best drivers of all time. Lance Stroll is not. But at the same time, they're in the same fucking car, they're in the same team, they're in the same races.
You have to compare them.
You have to compare them.
If one guy's literally taking the fight at the front of the field, he's like, I mean, I'm not saying Red Bull look like they're under threat, but if Alonso can take the fight to Red Bull to a degree, why can't Stroll beat Albon? He was fucking nowhere near him.
And you know what? I think I would have less respect for Lawrence Stroll if he wasn't holding his son to this level, and he was coming out making excuses and saying, well, my son's not on Fernando's level, so him getting 6th place is okay, while Fernando's competing for podiums. I don't think I would respect that. I certainly wouldn't agree with that. So, no, I like Lawrence Stroll, and I like the fact that he wants his son to be getting the same results as Fernando Alonso. I just think he needs to accept that that is not going to happen. So, will he decide to do a driver change? What's more important to him? Being successful in F1 or keeping his son happy and keeping his son's career alive? I mean, I'm sure if he wanted to, he could get Lance a seat in some car. I mean, it's...
What team, though? Williams, maybe?
Williams, why not?
But what? Stroll just seems like the most demotivated.
Williams need money.
But Stroll's the most demotivated guy I've ever met. Or I've never met him, but like, you just listen to his interviews. He's just so late because you know what? He's not pushed. Every other driver's actually fighting for their fucking seat or fighting for stuff that matters because they're good. This guy's not fighting for anything. He just sounds clinically depressed and he's not pushed. I'm not saying if he was pushed he'd be winning every race, but see if you're in an environment where you're not pushed to the max. Like Alonso's pushing to the max, Hamilton's pushing to the max for starting. Name another driver on the grid you feel like's just kind of there. There's not. They're all kind of pushing.
Yeah, but Lance Stroll certainly, and he might be pushed up. He might be pushed at the team at this rate. Even Fernando Alonso, who came out and said that he will not be off the podium for the rest of the season, says that you can't expect Lance to get podiums, and that to me is embarrassing.
I don't think he'll get a podium this year.
Alonso's coming out and saying he'll not be off the podium for the rest of the year. Yeah, he's coming out and having to kind of make excuses for Lance Stroll, saying that you can't expect him. Why can't you expect him?
Because he's not good enough.
No, that'd be like saying, oh, Hamilton should be competing for wins, but you can't expect Russell to get a podium.
I know.
That just wouldn't fly at other teams.
But it flies here.
It flies here. Anyway, guys, let us know down below. Who do you agree with? Do you agree with Lawrence Stroll having high expectations for his son? Or do you agree with Helmut Marko and even Fernando Alonso, who don't think that Lance Stroll should be expected to get podiums, even though Fernando Alonso has got podiums in most of the races that he's raced in this season? And do you think Lawrence Stroll... I think the answer's clear. I think he needs to get rid of Lance if he wants to have Aston Martin competing at the top. But do you think he will?
No.
Well, he get rid of his...
Of course he won't. I don't see why he does.
So he wants to be successful and he's just going to keep his son for the entire career.
As long as Stroll wants to be in F1, he will be kept in that seat.
Do you think Vincent Kennedy... Let's say Vincent Kennedy... No. Let's say Vincent Kennedy McMahon is not a
different people.
No, let's say he's not a wrestling promoter. He's an F1. Do you think he puts his son and it keeps his son and Shane in a car if he thinks Shane is bringing down the chances of him being successful and winning?
Different though.
Well, do you?
No, because they're different people. Lance Stroll has been backed his entire career by his dad. Right, he's actually now got a car that's capable.
Yeah, but he's never had that before.
So I'd argue the 2020 Racing Point was a car capable of podiums. And look what's... I mean, here, we don't know how good that car
was. But now we're getting...
Look at Perez and Stroll.
Yeah, but now they're beginning to have a car that is capable of going beyond the podium and getting wins and hopefully fighting for a world championship.
Well, we'll soon find out.
You can have an average driver in a midfield car and get away with it, but can you have an average driver in a top team and expect to win trophies? I think not. Let me know what you guys think. We'll catch you in the next one. Fog Racing. Peace out.